an inside look at diabetes.
This is Jim. Jim comes home from work every day and eats a packet of chips, drinks a cool drink and smokes a cigarette. Jim enjoys eating unhealthily and tries to avoid exercise and fresh fruits and vegetables as much as he can. Jim also enjoys takeaways and eats food such as fried chicken and pizza at least 3 times a week. Jim has started to notice that he isn't feeling very well.
Oh, I have such a bad headache and I'm very thirsty. I really think I should have another cool drink and get a good night's rest. I'll probably feel better tomorrow morning. Oh, I have such a bad headache and I'm still so thirsty. I really think that I should go and see the healthcare professional.
Next, please.
Hello.
Morning, I'm Courtney. How can I help you?
I've been feeling very ill. I just have a very bad headache and I've been very thirsty and I really think that I'm coming down with the flu. Is it possible that you can give me like a flu mix?
I first have a few more questions to ask you. How old are you?
I'm 45.
How long have you been feeling like this?
I have been feeling like this for quite some time, but I've been noticing that it happens more often now.
Do you eat and drink a lot of sugary and fatty foods and cool drinks?
I do have takeaway at least 3 times a week.
Do you exercise often?
I try and walk to work, but most of the time I'll end up taking a lift with a friend or taking a taxi.
Have you noticed that you need to urinate more?
I actually have been going to the bathroom quite frequently, and I even wake up in the middle of the night to go and wee.
Have you noticed your vision becoming more blurry?
It actually has, and I've been noticing this, and I thought it was just like because I have glasses, but it's been getting worse.
I also noticed that you have a sore on your foot. How long has it been there for?
I got hurt a couple of weeks ago and I thought it would be healed by now, but it's been getting worse.
I think I know what your problem is. You don't have the flu, but I suspect you may have type 2 diabetes. Do you mind if I test your blood sugar levels?
Yeah, you can. This sounds very serious, but you can go ahead and...
It's a small test with just prick your finger and it will take 5 seconds to get a result.
Okay.
Please. It will just be a small prick. Wow, Jim, your sugar levels are really high. I can confirm that you do have type 2.
How does this happen?
You see, Jim, in a normal person's body that doesn't have type 2 diabetes, when they eat, the sugar is broken down into glucose. The glucose then travels in their bloodstream until it gets to the body cell. The body cell then uses this glucose as energy to function. The pancreas makes a hormone called insulin. Insulin then helps move the glucose from the bloodstream into the body cell.
Hi, I'm the pancreas. I make insulin. Insulin helps to regulate the blood glucose levels.
Hi, I'm insulin. I fit onto the locks outside the body cell. Once inside those locks, I open the doors to let glucose in.
Hi, I'm the body cell. There are millions of me situated throughout your body. Once insulin has entered the lock, doors open which allow glucose to come in to enter me. Once glucose has entered me, I convert the glucose into another form of energy, which helps your cells do daily activities.
You see, Jim, this is how a person without type 2 diabetes body works. However, in your case, with you having type 2 diabetes, your body works slightly differently. When you eat, the food is broken down into glucose. The glucose then travels in your bloodstream until it gets to the body cell. Outside the body cell, this glucose will wait for the arrival of insulin. However, due to insulin no longer fitting into the lock outside the body cell, glucose will build up outside the cell. The body cell now no longer can get the energy it requires to function properly.
You see, guys, 2 things can happen in type 2 diabetes. Either I make too less insulin and the insulin does not open the locks on the body cell, or the body cell has changed its locks.
Since the locks have changed outside the cell, I, the insulin, cannot enter.
As the insulin can no longer unlock the doors to allow glucose in, glucose will start to build up around the cell in the bloodstream.
Is this the reason that I'm always feeling tired, and because the glucose can't enter my body cells, it doesn't give me energy?
That's correct. Do you now have a better understanding of how your body works?
I do, but is there any medicine, or how do I cure myself of this disease?
Unfortunately, diabetes is not curable. However, you can learn to manage this condition.
And how do you suggest I go about managing this condition?
There are various lifestyle changes that you can incorporate, such as
You can include 30 minutes of physical activity into your day, 5 days of the week. These don't have to be very hard physical activities. It could be things such as going for a brisk walk, sweeping, dancing, playing outside with the children, or gardening. Anything that will increase your heart rate. Increasing your heart rate will ensure that your blood pressure is kept at a normal level. High blood pressure is a long-term complication of diabetes.
You may also have 5 different fruits or vegetables in your diet every day. These may include cabbage, carrots, apples, bananas, spinach, etc. You may also have chicken and fish instead of red meat such as mutton and beef. Having mutton and beef over a prolonged period of time does affect your body negatively.
The following is a list of healthier and better options to choose from when you're deciding what to eat and drink. Start having brown bread instead of white bread, as it has lesser amounts of sugar in it. You should avoid fizzy drinks and fruit juices and replace them with plain water. Also avoid sweets and chocolates and rather go for fresh fruits and nuts. You could have some cold drinks from time to time, but go for the diet ones rather than the normal ones. Another healthy tip is to have smaller portions of maize meal. Reduce the amount of oil that you use while cooking. Gradually reduce the amount of sugar that you take in your tea or coffee. If you're currently on 3 teaspoons per cup, reduce it to 2, 1, and finally 0. And lastly, stop smoking and drinking alcohol.
And what happens if I don't change my lifestyle?
Unfortunately, there are many long-term complications that can occur due to uncontrolled diabetes. These include
One of the long-term complications is hypertension, which is increased blood pressure, which gradually affects your heart.
You may have high cholesterol, which blocks the blood vessels and over a period of time leads to heart problems.
You may start to lose your vision and eventually become blind.
wounds heal slowly, which can lead to infection and eventually the amputation of your limbs.
You may also have kidney failure over a prolonged period of time.
Finally, you can end up with brain damage and a diabetic coma.
We have come up with a song for you to help you remember all of these tips of the presentation. My doctor knows I eat the wrong foods all the time. Smoking and drinking and not eating vegetables is a bad sign. So maybe you'll let me measure my blood sugar tonight. 'Cause I have a feeling that it might be high. Is it too late now to say sorry? 'Cause I put too much sugar into my body. I know that all of this is bad for me. Chips, cool drinks and sweeties, all of these for diabetes. This is Jim. Jim leads a very unhealthy lifestyle. Jim now has type 2 diabetes. Type 2 diabetes could be avoided had Jim just led a healthier lifestyle. Don't be like Jim. Is it too late now to say sorry? 'Cause I put too much sugar